All right, Earth Science fans. Well, many of you have been asking about extra credit opportunities. Well, here you go. So this extra credit assignment will be entered as a summative assessment. That means if you failed a test or a project earlier in the year, this can replace the grade for that. Whatever your lowest grade is, maybe you have one missing, I can enter this as a summative assessment to replace whatever your lowest summative is for the year. So you guys will have access to this document. This is just me explaining it, okay? So Europa is a moon of Jupiter, and as I write in the description, it's one of my favorite things to learn about because there might be aliens there. That's right, there could be aliens within our solar system, as close as a moon of Jupiter. Okay, so what you're going to do is research Europa and why there might be aliens there, and you're going to come up with a project. And you could do anything, really. I have some ideas here. You could do a Google Slides presentation, an essay, a poem or rap lyrics, a comic strip, either hand-drawn or computer-drawn, if you know how to do that, a poster, if you have access to that, a video of yourself, either explaining it, or some sort of animated thing that you can make, or any other idea that's not listed here, as long as you check in with a teacher before you start. Just make sure that it meets the criteria for a project, basically. All right, so the project will have 4 major questions to answer, and that's going to be your job. First, what is Europa and where is it located? Basically just like tell me about Europa, that you understand where it is and what it is. Why do scientists think there might be alien life on Europa? This is pretty big. This is the whole reason that we're interested in this distant moon of Jupiter, that we think there could be aliens on Europa. So you're going to tell me why scientists think that. Describe NASA's Europa Clipper mission. When will it launch and what are its goals? So NASA already has and is planning a mission to Europa, and you're going to tell us all about that, and when it's scheduled to launch and what it's all about. What is your reaction to learning about Europa? So this is when you can share like how you feel about what you learned, if it was exciting, if you already knew about it, if it makes you wonder certain things about the universe. So you're going to share your reaction as your 4th and final answer to the project questions. All right, so next we have the rubric, and there's 3 sections to the rubric. There's the explanation section, the use of evidence, and your creativity and effort. So I'll just go over the advanced mastery so that you know what to expect for like the highest possible quality project. So for the explanation section, this means that you can explain the answer to all the project questions that I just went over. So for advanced mastery and explanation, each project question is elaborated, researched with a detailed response. So you're answering all the questions, you're adding details from your research to craft a really full answer to each of those questions. For use of evidence, for advanced mastery, project makes abundant use of online resources and explains them in the student's own words. So you're showing that you understand what you read in the resources by explaining them in your own words. And for advanced mastery, project uses at least one resource the student found on their own. So I'm going to give you 2 different resources that you should use. If you want advanced mastery, you need to find one more to reference, so a total of 3. Okay, so I'm going to give you 2. If you want to go for advanced mastery, you need to find one more resource on your own about Europa. And creativity and effort, basically how much work you put in, and this is obvious by the quality of what you submit. So full advanced mastery assignment would be exceptionally clever and unique, demonstrating outstanding effort. So just show me that you worked hard on this, show me that you learned a lot, and that should be obvious in your final product. The online resources I was talking about are right here. There is a YouTube clip right there. You can just click on it, and an article about the NASA mission that they're planning. And remember that you need to find one additional resource if you're going for advanced mastery. So those are the general guidelines, and then I even made a step-by-step of what to do. So if you follow this to-do list at the end, you should be fine. And it takes you through each resource. This is the PBS video. It shows you where to take notes. You should have 3 details per section, what the questions are. This is the article about NASA's mission. Just 2 different sections to take notes on for this one. And then finally, you're going to choose the format for your project and then make your project. Again, I said Google Slides would be a good option, an essay, a poem or rap lyrics, a comic strip, poster, creative video. Basically anything that you can do to demonstrate your understanding of this topic would be fine. Just if it's not on this list, clear it with me first, and then you can get started. All right, finally, I just want to point out a couple examples of good projects I've received in the past, and I'll post these on the assignment on Google Classroom so you can check them out in more detail. But just a quick overview. This one here about climate change in the poor has really good visuals and text. Notice that each text is a quote from the article, but also analysis. So they didn't just put a quote from an article, they explained why it was important in their own words, which really shows their understanding. This is just really good effort here in making a model of the solar system. I know it's not the same topic, but I've never done this Europa project before, so these are all projects from other topics. Another great effort here in the art. This is a comic strip about how the dinosaurs died. Right, so you can show your effort in a lot of different ways. If you're going to go the writing route, here's an example. This is a rap. I actually wrote these rap lyrics about the rock cycle, but notice that it's full of vocabulary. It's creative because it rhymes, and yeah, it just shows effort in a different type of way. Lastly, here's a Google Slides presentation I got that was pretty good from a while ago. Just note the combination of visual pleasing elements, clips, video clips, questions, other information, a reaction, more clips, and sources. So you can show your effort in a lot of different ways. This is open-ended. There's any format that works for you would be fine with me. Just clear it if I didn't use it as an example. And as always, stay in touch and let me know if you have any questions. All right, bye.